Hello and welcome to the Fantasy Sanctuary. We are back for one final rookie video. I'm going to give you some sleepers. Hopefully you're kind of probably in your rookie drafts as we speak, maybe getting to the latter stages. I'm going to set you up with 4 guys that I'm targeting at the back end of my rookie drafts, maybe even UDFAs that you might be able to sneak on that waiver wire off those things. So let's dive straight in. We're going to hit you over the first guy. It's a wide receiver, Tank Dell. Yes, he's small. He is absolutely tiny, but he's the best route runner in this class. He's got the best release of any wide receiver I think I've seen in the last 5 years. Analytically, he produced in college. You see there, 72.6% in the rookie model. He had over 1,000 yards in his sophomore and his junior season. Really impressive targets per route run numbers, really impressive yards per route run numbers, and he broke out age 20. I think that this is the kind of guy that if he was 6 foot tall, we'd be talking about him as a borderline first round pick in Superflex drafts. But he's small. People are like, oh, he's small, he can't produce. Well, let's take a flyer. I've been picking up Tank Dell in the third. I've picked him up at the 402 in one draft. The hate has gone too far. He's landed in a spot where there's no clear number one target on that offense. He could be the best friend of CJ Stroud. He could potentially be a really useful, interesting gadget player out of the slot, pick him up on screens, jet sweeps, move him around. We know that no one can cover him one-on-one. We saw it at the Senior Bowl. Guys were trying to tap out of reps with him. He's currently wide receiver 12 in ADP. I've got him as my wide receiver 10. As I said, when it gets to that third, fourth round, I normally opt out of wide receivers. I'm looking for those volume-based positions. But Tank Dell, he's one of the few guys that I'd take in that spot. The next sleeper, Chase Brown. I was really hopeful that he'd sneak into day 2. I was really hopeful that he'd get that capital. He's, decent analytical profile. Took a little while to get going. Obviously, didn't really see work out of in his freshman year. Then had the couple of injuries, but he lands in an incredible spot. Joe Mixon could probably going to be in his last season with the Bengals. They've got nobody that's there to take over the backfield from 2024. Yes, there's Chris Evans floating around, but I'm not convinced that he's an option. I think that Chase Brown could potentially, if he can lock down that number 2 role, this could be a, Khalil Herbert from last year who flashes in the little bit of work that he gets. And then we move into the following offseason and his value could rise. So, yeah, not someone that I'm massively going out and targeting above ADP, but I think if he's falling to you in that third round, I'm very happy taking him there. The next guy, we're going to go tight end, Tucker Kraft. He seems to be the kind of the forgotten man of the tight ends. We see, there's the Sam Laporta, Michael Mayer, Dalton Kincaid. Then people have fallen in love with Luke Musgrave, and they're sort of the elite tight ends that are being talked about. And Tucker Kraft's going undrafted in some rookie drafts. I prefer him over the other wide tight end that the Packers drafted in Luke Musgrave. I think that Tucker Kraft had a better analytical profile. He was better on film. I mean, Luke Musgrave was basically never on the field in college. So I wouldn't be shocked if we're sat here in a year and Tucker Kraft had the better rookie year than Luke Musgrave. Probably doesn't have the ceiling that Musgrave does, but I think he's more likely to hit that successful range of outcomes. So, yeah, I really like Tucker Kraft. He's the last tight end that I'm probably taking just because tight end's not really a position that I like to take in rookie drafts. I think the time it takes for him to develop. But if you've got a taxi squad, you can take Tucker Kraft, stick him on that taxi squad for a year, maybe 2. If he doesn't turn into anything, you've not lost anything because you're probably spending, a 4th round pick, maybe even later. And then the final guy, we've got Lou Nichols. I like big backs who catch passes. It's as simple as that. I was going to try and wrap it, but let's not mess that up. I really like big backs that catch passes. I think that they've got the potential to really produce. Analytically, you see he's done all right. Only 13th percentile in the model. A lot of that is dinged because of the draft capital. But he lands in a home with the Packers where Aaron Jones is gone at the end of this year. I think I'd be very shocked if they keep him beyond this season in terms of the way his contract's structured. AJ Dillon's a free agent at the end of the year. There's a chance that Lou Nichols could carve out a role. Realistically, we're talking about an undrafted free agent. You can see they're running back 19 in ADP. I've not seen many drafts where he's drafted other than the ones where I've drafted him at the back end of the 4th round. But if you're looking for a dart throw, if you're looking for a guy that could potentially, carve out a role, if AJ Dillon gets injured, Lou Nichols could be the complement to Aaron Jones, as that bigger bodied bruising type back. Who knows? This time in the year, he could well have some sort of role in the Green Bay backfield moving forward. So, yeah, as a free sleeper dart throw, I really like Lou Nichols and think he could be an option. That's it. Those are 4 sleepers. I said I'd keep it quick. I hope you liked it. Give me a comment below who you think your favourite sleeper is in this draft. Whilst you're there, make sure you're giving us a like and a subscribe. It's best ball season. There's going to be plenty more content coming. Tom's got loads of live drafts. I've got some more strategy-focused stuff. So make sure you hit that subscribe and you'll be happy because there's plenty more coming.